My question is, in this video, do we need a hero in our life? Do we need an influential figure in our life? And that is my question. That is my question to myself, and that is my question to you. And that should be a question to you from yourself. What I believe is that as a human being, we always need a hero figure in our life, an influential figure to whom we can imitate, to whom we can follow. And this hero figure, this influential figure, they keep on changing in our life. That's what I believe. And we always need one in order to succeed, in order to get out of a very complicated situation in our life. We always get the help of these hero figures. So now, these hero figures, what I believe, they can be uh, mythical, they are based on myths, they can be historical, mostly they are philosophical, sometimes they are our contemporaries, especially very interesting people, not necessarily political people, but people who have influence. So our heroes keep on changing in life, especially in the initial years of our life, from adolescence, from teenage to adolescence, then adolescence to, when we are young adults. And after a certain period of time, we are kind of fixed. Our attention is fixated to one particular hero. And then that person remains our hero for a very long period of time. We admire other people, but one person remains the same, and that becomes our unique influential force, which dictates our life consciously or unconsciously, which influences ourselves, which helps us to change our behavior, personality, our approach, our social and ethical values. They influence us in a very magical and powerful way, and in an very unimaginable way. I don't know the depth to which they influence us, but their impression is huge on us, and they are, a very unique force in building our overall being, shaping it properly, and refining it. In that regard, I have a hero in my life, and that person is very influential, and he has a very strong force in my life. That person has changed my way of life, my perspective, my values, and he has, in a way, transformed me completely. Whether for good or bad, we will not, discourse on that in this video, because good and bad is a debatable issue, so there is no point we should talk about that. But the main point is that that person has influenced me in a magical way, and I am kind of become a devotee, a disciple, a follower of that person. And I believe, if you have seen my videos, if you have seen my previous videos, you know that I'm talking about Fyodor Dostoevsky. I have read many of his books. Some of the books I have read repeatedly, and he has influenced me. He has changed me in a very powerful way. I can't, go in depth in which way he has changed myself. I'm just talking about a superficial level, about a surface level, about his influence on building my personality, my approach. So I'm just talking about a mythical, a hero figure in our life. And it becomes very important what kind of hero we have in our life, because that can change the shape of our personality. So it is very important to think about this fact, because whether we accept it or we don't accept it, there is always one hero figure. It can be your parents, but we will not include them because they are always our heroes, and they have a very powerful influence in our life, and that is lifelong. But there are other people, there are other heroes, influential persons. I'm using this word influential again and again, but I believe it is the need. It is needed in this video because I don't know which other word I can use to, uh, you know, convey the message in a proper form. So yes, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, about the need of a hero figure in our life. And I think maybe you can see Carl Jung has influenced me, but I have started reading Carl Jung very recently, and I am completely mesmerized, but I am still learning. Dostoevsky is kind of, I have absorbed him, and I think he is kind of in my veins, in my blood, and in a way I reflect Dostoevskian values or beliefs. I don't know in which way, but it is there and I can sense it. I can't prove it. Nobody can prove the subjective feeling, so I'm no exception in that point, on that plane. And with this note, I think this is sufficient. I just wanted to talk about a mythical or a hero figure that we need in our life in order to build ourselves.